Thanks for tuning into Heirs TV.
Probably was bringing him along. Come on, fool. Yeah, he anointed people to be king. I don't know why he told me to get my other son, but come on. You sheep in the right place? And so he was anointed to be king, went back out, started tending sheep. That was his secret identity. Shepherd. When the whole time he was super. Comes by giving food, serving, busy serving. See, the service was his secret identity. Not easily recognized as somebody that's going to wear my kingdom out. Wouldn't even notice because he was serving. Like, they noticed the soldiers, but they didn't notice the servant. And so he comes up, he's giving out food. Hold on a second. This got to be, I might be hearing this wrong. God's army's out there, which they didn't even put me in the army. They didn't even let me go to basic training and fail. Like, at least give me a shot. Like, I didn't even qualify for training. And I hear this uncircumcised Philistine talking about my God, and this is God's army? I got to be hearing things. Something's wrong. And he went out, he said, why y'all hiding? Why y'all looking so scared? Aren't y'all super? He says, okay. He says, Saul, man, if y'all gonna let this happen, look like y'all all scared, I got it. Saul said, okay, idiot. Here, take my armor. He said, man, no. I can't wear your armor. That's gonna weigh down my super.
Come on now.
See, I can only do this in my design because my design keeps me connected to God, the power. And he took him out with a stone. And all y'all because y'all think living for God, everything is about kindness. He took his head off, just for the record. Took his head. Y'all see me out there in the basketball court and I throw a little shot. Y'all ain't see that this weekend. I was trying to, I was kind of holding it down with the young kids, but they were being nice. They weren't talking trash, so I ain't need to do none of that. But when y'all see that, he took his head off. Like took his sword. It was bigger than him and took his head off. Then he still was a soldier. He's still not the king. So now he's undercover as a soldier. The whole time he's the next king, y'all. Some of y'all be like, well, I'm the one that was anointed. What he doing in the castle? Evidently, God needed somebody else, and that somebody else is me. So Saul, yo, roll up out of here, bro. This is my spot. But no, he still honored Saul. Saul tried to kill him. He go, oh, definitely, you gone now, dude. I've been wanting this title for the longest, and now you done lost your mind. Amen. Some of y'all would have took full advantage of that, wouldn't you? Secret identity. He had him in the cave. His voice is like, yeah, we gonna be with the king. We gonna be with the king. He was like, nah, man, we can't do that to him. Come on, fool. He trying to kill you, man. I just saw myself like in that, that top level executive position with you, man. And now come on, man, let's take him out. He said, that's God's anointed. God's anointed trying to kill you. That's anointed. See, he understood how to take care of what God gave him. That's why he's a man after God's own heart. He's like, I'm not going to no level unless God put me there. If I have anything to do with me getting there, it might be temporary. Because it ain't going to be super if my hands are on it. My hands participate in corruption. Obviously, he tried to he got somebody's husband killed. That wasn't super. Right? He said, only way I'm going there is if God put me there. Promotion comes from God. That's super. See, it's not my power, it's his. So I got to make sure I'm in position where he's using the power. And then finally, he served one tribe for 7 years as a king, knowing he's supposed to be the king of all the tribes. He was just king of Judah for 7 years, only because they wanted him to compromise. It's like, no, I'm not compromising. If I compromise, that's corruption. If I participate in corruption, corruption can't put on incorruption. Flesh can't put on spirit. So you can't be feeding the flesh and think you're going to take on the spirit. And then you're like, where's God? God's like, where are you? Smothered in corruption. He can't even see you. Yeah, you're taking on a secret identity, but I think it's the wrong one. Right? All right, so let's keep going here. All right, so basically when we take on a secret identity, we're living in a suddenly. Suddenly the clothing tongues of fire. Suddenly, God can use you at any time. When people least expect, he can use you at any time. That's how he took out Goliath. And yeah, he was a shepherd, secret identity. Jesus saved the world. And yeah, he was a carpenter. Right? Moses, God used Moses to deliver a people. And yeah, he was a Hebrew slave. God was so sweet, he hid him with the enemy. He was raised by the enemy. Secret identity, but when it was time for him to walk in super, it's like, man, I can't be hanging out with y'all. I have to go with them. Some of y'all be like, nah, I'm good. Y'all, hey, God bless y'all, got his own. I'm living rich, I'm rolling. They ain't gonna kill me if I'm with them. Too bad, so sad. Get that brick, lift that brick up, pull that sand. Right? But he understood. God has designed me for something, and I'm not going to take less than that. Some of you are frustrated because it seems like it's taking a while. Do you believe what God told you? Because you believe what God told you, the preparation is equal to the purpose. He might be saving you for the greatest thing ever. So if you believe the greatest thing ever takes great preparation. Right? What you frustrated about? But it's not going like everybody else. You are everybody else. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. Fearfully and full of wonders, power, and super. Fearfully, special care to make sure you different. Everybody flows different. I was watching the other week, at the cookout, we was playing ball. So I was watching the different ways people play. I remember this young man because anything near the basket, he grabbed. But not only that, you teach people this, but this is not something I even think he's taught. I think it's something that he's gifted with. As soon as he touches his hands, he puts it right back up. Everybody can't. Some people get it, they dribbling, they doing all types of stuff, but they have the quick recognition. You always hear me talk about quick recognition to be able to grab it and put it back up. So before somebody can react, and see, he caught me off guard a couple times. I was like, how did he get that rebound? Then I said, oh, no problem. I'll just block it. It was gone. Like, I didn't even get a chance to react. I said, okay, all right, sleeper out here. Yeah, I was watching, right? Sleeper outside, I better pay attention to this kid, But you watch different. AJ has a different way. He shoots from his sister. You watch his sister's super aggressive, like anything, anywhere in the area. As a matter of fact, she knocked Marcus out of bounds. Threw Marcus with a shot. But everybody was, why? Because everybody's unique. Everybody didn't shoot the same. Are you left-handed? I'm talking to you. Yeah. So I noticed he was using his left hand. So you got some people using their right hand. Some people was using both hands. So you watch Rashad. Rashad has a different way of attacking. He has a different way of shooting. He's just unique. He's different from everybody else. That's why God made us that way. But when we start to look around at everybody else, we start to limit ourselves more and more because you can't be anybody but you. That's where your super's at. Your super's at in your design, not in being like everybody else. All right, so see, the scripture says God's taking the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, 1 Corinthians 1:27. But what it is he cloaks us in foolishness at first. It looks foolish. It looks like it makes no sense. I was worked for a church for 12 years, but one of the first responsibilities besides working with youth ministry and stuff, I was what they call an armor bearer. And so it's your servants. You're making sure the pastor has what he needs, the guest pastors have what they need, freeing them up so they can pour everything into the people. So it's not a glorified position. So we have a guest come in town, Pastor Mike Freeman. So I was the second lead at this particular time. You had a lead. But when he came in town, the first lead worked at the firehouse, so I got him from the airport, talked to him, and so he was cracking jokes because he asked us how old our son was at the time. So, and I think at the time he might have been 20 or something like that. So he said, "Man, y'all look like y'all 22. How's your son 20?" And so he's cracking jokes like that. And so now it's service. It's time for service. So in service, the lead is serving him. I'm the second. So he says, he's talking about heaven on earth, and he's talking about God sitting on the throne, and how God will not allow you to go through stuff. When you're going through stuff, God steps up. And he says, God's sitting there in the chair. So when he went to sit, it was a small chair. He said, "Man, God wouldn't sit in a chair like that." So now I'm not the first lead. He says, "I need another chair." So he says, "Keith, I said God won't sit in a chair like that. Man, get me a chair. Keith, what you doing?" So I'm running around trying to get a big chair. So finally he gets a big chair. And everything was Keith. And I'm running around all over the place because he had me running all over the place. And so at the end of the service, a young man comes out, and I'm coming from my other area, and he starts laughing. He was, so I thought he was enjoying the service. He's like, "Man, he had you run around like some gopher." The kid, he's probably like 15 years old. And so I looked, and I said, "Wow, he don't see the big picture." But I couldn't defend myself. I couldn't explain myself. I had to trust that in time, he will see the big picture, which, of course, he does now. He's like 30-something years old now. We've had some great conversations. But that's what it is. Are you willing to allow the big picture to play itself out? God's going to use your super. The sufferings of this present time aren't worthy to be compared to the glory that shall be revealed in you. So it fails. But you're trying to control every ounce of your life. You can't control fulfillment. You can't control overflow. That's why they call it overflow. But this is about enough that I want right now because I can control it. Just get off of it. Let it go. Float. And you'll start to see more power. You'll start to operate more power. And then this is the thing is, what's going to help us to really absorb, because corruption has to be buried. So you want to bury yourself in a place where you're vulnerable. Because when you're vulnerable, you hit the spirit realm. You got to yield to hit the spirit world. When you're in pride, when you're trying to protect yourself, cover yourself, that's prideful. The Bible says God gives grace. Yes, it's an unmerited favor, but it's the ability to do. It's a power to the humble. See, humility, we've talked about this before. Humility is John 3:30. I must decrease and he must increase. So we think the humble person is, "No, it's okay. He's just so humble." That's not humility. Humility looks so brilliant and powerful on a person. Why? Because they're totally decreased. So if they're totally decreased and God is totally increased, then there's more glory and power on them. So a person in humility looks brilliant, very attractive. Not like if you touch them, they're going to blow up, or if they're so fragile, they're going to crack if you just say boo. That's not humility. Humility is powerful. And so that vulnerability puts us in a place where we see, not pride, that not, because you have a way of self-righteousness, I'm humble. No, that's okay. No, I'm fine, I don't need that. Somebody try to help you. No, that's all right.
Thanks for tuning into Heirs TV. The completion of this video or entire audio can be accessed at our website at www.heirscc.org or on Heirs CCC channel, YouTube, and Heirs Radio via SoundCloud and iTunes. Donations can be given at our website. Thank you. Remember, at Heirs, we believe we're just what you prayed for.